Welcome to SSI Storm Across Europe. I am Magican, and this game is also a pretty old one. I liked some of the old ones. It's from 1990, and I'm playing this on the Amiga emulator. I actually have my Amiga under the bed, but it's been a long time since I used it. But here, this is a really good strategic game, and why is it? SSI has made great games. I really like many of the games they made. There also been the one that made been on the Pool of Radiance game series with the Advanced and Dragons, if you know that game. And I'll probably go through that also at a time. There is a lot of them out there that's played Pool of Radiance, going through all the series, so I will just try to stick with games that either I have really got a really good interest in, like Pool of Radiance is really good of mine, but also games that has not that many views and seen on YouTube or other channels. I think there is one of these out there, but I just think they have modified and stuff like that. This game is really good. I really like it. There's been a lot of criticism about how the groups and the man, and it's not really the right arts, different type. But if you get into this game, you'll probably figure out that this is really good one, and I will explain why. This is one of the first games that I had with opportunities to fight with in Europe, the Second World War. This is about that. And there was all other games like Empire, a really old game where you can produce in different towns, you can produce tanks and infantry, and then it takes turns to go out. But this is totally different. This is like a game of not just chance, but also strategic value. There's some really tough arts in this game. If you play, you can see Autumn 39 and Spring 40, 41 Summer, and 42 Summer. 42 Summer is the easiest one, and then it's 41, and then it's Spring 40 and Autumn 39. This is like the campaign version, and I will choose that. And it asks me to modify. You can actually modify it and change the values if you want to, but I'm going for not to do that. I'm going for standard, everything like here. And then you can say modify starting player levels, set computer players, modify armies, navy, air levels, and using this routine. Yeah. First for Germany. One thing about this game is you cannot play as, you can play as all, but you cannot just go in and say, okay, I will play this game as England and let the AI, the computer, control Germany. You cannot do that. Germany has to be controlled by a person. Then there's randomized pop and raw materials, population raw randomized, so it will be random. Of course I will not do that. I will do it like historical. And then I can get strength level. If I go higher and higher and higher, then I will get like better arts. I will just choose as the manual says. If I choose 0, 0 and 0, that industrial capacity, non-interference, then that is what we should choose as the game, how it should be played, with no extra arts to each other sides here. And allies, computer player, yes. There you can see I got the opportunity for computer player, and I cannot do that with Germany. Randomize, no randomization, and still doing that. And computer player for Russia, they are gonna be tough. Randomize raw material, no randomizing. And this is the standard. Germany, you can see you cannot be a computer player, that's a star there. And 0, 0, no raw material randomization. I want this to be as accurate as possible. Levels accepted, yes. Okay, you have different areas that you can go into. Let's go through the options. I would like to have some sound on because they are always off in the beginning. And there are also keys where I can see what it means, and I would like to show you this picture so you can just see it. Allied infantry, Russian infantry, German German minor, mechanized, armored, paratroopers, and so on. And industry, you can produce industry, you cannot produce raw materials. They have to be there. But industry, you can actually build more of course, raw materials you cannot. That makes sense there. Air bases and forts makes really good defensive places. You have fleets, That's fleet. I will go through all of this when I'm going through it, and you have the different terrain, and it can be really tough, some of the terrain there. And you can load, save, quit, key, and pause. So left click goes in, right click goes out. Combat, turn complete, enter combat. Nope. So that is what, when we are done, we press combat, and then we can just say that's it. View, I'm going through the opposite way because I'm going through this. Let's just see demographic, and you can see population, and then you will see the population different areas. The population, even look at this, in Berlin is not that many as compared to England here, and even France. So it's a little bit special. Look at the Danish population is quite okay here. Also, that's just a small country. You can also see the Swedish population here. Norwegian do not even have yellow colors, but you can see Holland and Belgium do have that yellow, and French territory, it would be good to capture them. That's a lot of population. And of course Russia, Moscow, and the Ural Mountains. That these two is saying it's Ural Mountains, and that is that they have a lot of population there. And you can see Leningrad, and here Moscow, and different other areas. And then you can see raw materials, and this is what is asked me if I wanted to just take it as standard. And look at that Swedish thing there. And you can choose which country you want to go to war with. You can do what you want. Right now we are at war with Poland. And look at the raw materials here for, that's really good. That's oil in a Protest, I'm not pronouncing it right, but Protesty or something. And that's in Romania. That's the oil fields. And you can see here in Bulgaria, there's also in the capital there. And there's also raw material in Yugoslavia. And that's only a little bit in Italy. Look at that. That's not that many. And then you have to go all the way here. And Greece. Italy do not have that many raw materials. And there we go here. Raw materials is something you cannot produce, so it's really important. And you can see here too. That's not bad in Norway. And you can see down here Russia. That's Baku because of the oil field there. And this is Ural Mountains, and so if you get Baku, then the Russia will be in trouble, but it will not be that easy to get over there, I can tell you that. And let's see industry. This is like, that's not that much industry. That's 60 to 99 here in Russia. But one thing you have to remember is when Russia starts this game, when the Germans declare war on them or something like that, then they will get a lot of extra industry, a lot of extra troops, better troops. And you can see here in Germany, also in London, look at that industry. But also here, France has good industry. Even Denmark and Sweden has, Finland has. This is just because of the Balkan area. Estonia, Lithuania, and let's see here, there's something else also. Okay, also Litauen, of course, but there's something here. Turkey, Greece, and Italy has some industry. That's quite good. But you can produce industry, not the raw materials. So the raw materials is gonna be better than anything else. And then you can have operational. There we can go in directly and pick just one area and see population, raw materials, and that's garrison units and industry. And let's look at Sweden. There was something up here, 32. Look at that, population 5, 32 raw materials, and they cannot be produced. And here we got 10, nothing. Norway was attacked by, and that's population, good population, and that was a lot. You cannot see the industry or the garrison, but we know the industry was there, as we just saw it on the big map. So if I took this and they set industry, you can see if there's color. You can see here in Poland that's not that much industry. But what about, and not even that raw materials. So but that's just if there's below 10. You can see the population there, then you cannot see it. Population, that's raw materials 7, look at that. Here's no raw materials, 8 raw materials, and that's actually gonna be Russia's area. So it's gonna not be that fun to give this raw material to Russia. Yeah. And strategic, then you see the whole map. You can see all that area, and Germany only has this. And then you see army fort placements. Okay, that was that view. And then, okay, well, let's go through the air. We got air bases. And we can transfer. This is actually strength 20. That is our anti-aircraft. And in the beginning, the Allies do not have any bases in France. I can just show you here. If I choose attack, you can see there's only one base there, no one and nothing in France. And you can see that's 50 bombers and 40 escorts. The problem is, in the beginning, you have to research some before you can get all the way over here. So I could just choose this, move air base, and just move it over here. And choose an airbase and say attack bombers and then bomb base. I could use that and then say press on that and then escort, and you can see I cannot even escort them. So that would be really stupid. So bomb base. Let's get that back. I could choose to bomb production, but that will also be a little bit stupid. I can do that here in England and bomb them, but I think I will not do that right now. I'll move the air base back to this place, and I have to make sure that we got enough anti-aircraft guns to protect. Let's get the 10 up there. I like to have it in Hamburg. Maybe that will help us a little bit. That's the air. I will not use them right away because they are not really good at. When they are like this, they are helping. Maybe I can just show you something. In the manual, it says when you have air base close to different areas where you have to bomb, then they will actually help secure. Secure the area and help with that attacking different way if I'm not using them. That's why I'm doing that. You can always choose staff and create more air bases. I would like to create, but I will just do that next time instead. And Navy, let's look at that. We got the fleets here. Germany do not have that many. They're pretty low. You can see here in port 10, 5 of escorts, 20 transport, and 5 amphibious assault. They are not that good really, but I'm just thinking if I should go and attack Sweden instead. Why Sweden and not Norway, and why already in fall? Because if I get Sweden and raw material, I will get in early spring. That's where you have the resource you have to go for. And Germany also have issues with raw materials, as if you're known history, that is the most problems of Germany in that area. The steel they have to get, they got from areas like, let's just shoot this, you can see the four. They got areas from Austria, and of course also different parts of Poland later on, but not that many. And they also got from iron from Italy, but Italy has problem with like coal and stuff. So there's a lot of things going on here in this game you have to think of, and raw material is one of them. So let's take the Navy, and I would like to transfer 5 over there, and then maybe transfer 5 more. Let's just do this. And then ground support. I will import. They are not doing anything. Patrol, they're going around in patrol and patrolling the sea here. And ground support, they will help if you are attacking with troops, and they will help you attack the place where you are going ground support. So I'm just doing this and patrol. I'm not sure that the English can go all. This is the amphibious. I will move that over there if I have to attack Sweden. And the escorts are actually here helping out here, escorting the transports and different areas. And you can look at submarines. So the fleet helps here with patrol. That's really good, patrolling the area. I will not choose ground support for, maybe I can just use 4 for ground support. I'm not sure that will help really that much when I'm going for like this, and then not amphibious. That will help over here. And you can see here now I put them all out, and then we got these extra, that's destroyers. These are battleships, like something. They only got 2 really good ones. The Germans, they got the Bismarck and the Falk something, I cannot remember. But they got 2. That was really, really good. And of course they lose some oil source ship in Norwegian fjord here. And you can see here, I'm not gonna go for Norway, because if I attack some of these areas down here, even the real good raw materials, I can get them, but then they will supply Norway with troops like they did up in Narvik, and I don't think I can get troops enough up there to not just hold that area for a long time. So everything is like harder when you start from the bottom, like in this scenario 1939 of fall here. So I think I've done enough with the ships. It's not long turns, it's actually a little bit shorter turns. Let's take the submarines. In the beginning there's not that much I can go for, so I will just go for 15 in the North Sea and 5 in the Atlantic. And there's no war in the Baltic. There's really nothing going on there. That I could probably get some down in Mediterranean, down in this area here. Maybe I can just choose 1 in each area, because England really got a lot down there. Let's go for the land units I can create, and I will do that first. Maybe this is garrison. If there's no garrison in the area, you can see that's 50 out of 99. That's quite a lot. If there's no garrison in the area, they will just take it without any casualties. In this game, you need to figure out of casualties. You can lose 0%, 5, 10, and then upwards. And you do not want to lose that many percentages. If you're losing 10%, if you are going to attack Poland, I lose 10%, and I have a lot of tanks with me, then I'll lose 10% of the attack. The tanks in that area. That's not gonna be a good thing. I can transport all of these. As you can see, it's not that high like 99, but it's quite good. Germany has really okay here, but this was Czechoslovakia, and they had a little bit less. But as soon as you get up in like Berlin or the areas over here when we're going to attack Belgium, Holland and France, then that's different. And of course also up here in the only area Germans want to have the seaport here, and they did not get it, and they attacked by claiming that some troops from the Polish resistance have attacked their radio tower, and that was just false. Of course they did not do that. There was just criminals they have put in their Polish uniforms, and they attacked. Even the BBC announced that there was attack there from the Polish forces on Germany, but that was not true. But that's enough about that. I will not move any of these garrison. It's fine. I will just show you the armies. Germany has like 210. In the manual it says 285 men. It's not correct. That's only 210. I've counted them numbers times. And I'll just show you fast here. And then I will go for one of these units that has it all. The men, 40%. Oh, not 40%, 40 men. 10 mechanized vehicles, transport vehicles, also helping a little bit recognize areas, tanks, and then paratroopers. This is normal, and this is drop if they have to be dropped by planes, and this is standard planes helping in the army. There's also, of course, the normal planes not there. You can have a review. That's orders none, destination none. So you can see what you have done with the unit. Information is really important because you can see here army name, efficiency 75%. That is really, really important because you know that the German troops 75% is really good efficiency, and the Russian will be at 30, 40 at a time. Then you can name them, change the name, and I will just say third. Still, it's nice to be able to change the name. Then you can have a port. Please choose destination port, and you can have a terrain to view how the terrain is. And this is rough area, and this is not that's clear, and this up here is also rough and rough. There's some areas, and this is clear. That's because it's mountains, but it's still not that hard to get through, but it is harder than normal areas, and marsh is also a problem. So, and then you can see the capitals of each area also. That's also good knowledge. And the raw materials, as you can see, just where there is raw materials, not that how many, and that's a really good one. You can see here both in Holland and in Belgium there's raw materials, and in France there's a lot of raw materials here, so it's not bad. And of course up here and the industry, then you get the view of how much industry there is and where there are. Not really how much, because that is not viewed. That is the other one, and that's what you get out of it. But also this one, if you have to transport the unit, it will cost 34 naval units. Amphibious assault will cost 38. I had 5, so I cannot do that. But these forts here, that's the Maginot Line. I cannot cross them. I will not cross them. I will take this unit here, and that's called, that's just a standard. I can move that up here, and that's 30 planes. I will not just use 30 planes for that. And when it showed me this sign, that means I can transport it to different areas. I will not do that. And it will also show if I can transport it. You can see I can actually transport it. I will not do that, but I can show you the info, and then we'll say port, cost of transport 50 naval, amphibious no. So I will just say review. You can see order destination 170. I will not do that. I'll remove this, and then I should say none. Great. I will transfer some planes to a new unit. I will make over here. I cannot transport planes from that, but I will make a new one, and that was going out here. Say staff changes, create army. You can create some armies, and it's not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. That's all I can create. That's okay with me. I will call this, let's take the 9th army. Okay, maybe not. First SS, second SS, SS Panzer. I will just this, I will change the name on. And then you will see this symbol. That means there's more than one. And info, name, I will call this para. That's the paratrooper. course it's not the paratrooper. I will change the name again. No, I will just let's see first. C unit. Let's just do that first. C. Because I will go in and take this unit, first army, and here you can do different things. You can move it, attack. If you have to attack, you can choose land or special. I will not be able to use special here because I do not have enough of these amphibious. I need 27, and I will not even attack here because I will use too many units. So I will just go in and transfer to that C army, and I know 5 can transfer 10, and I will give them 20 planes because the planes is not a problem here. 5 amphibious will be able to move 10 of these. Attack, special attack. There you see I can go directly for the capital of Sweden, Stockholm, and attack that one. And why go for that right now? Because England can probably, if I attack this with paratroopers and not get this area, they will be able to attack with trying to transport troops here. I think there's no sea line here, but it can still be a problem if they get a sea line working. And I will attack, land attack. No, not yet. I'll create a new army, and I think I'll create it right here. And info name para, and from this I will transfer to this. I will transfer 20 planes, and now I can attack, land attack Denmark. I hope I'll get it, and then I'll figure out there should be some paratroopers around here. There we go, that's the paratroopers. Transfer to this, and then I will say change this, and these have to be changed. That will be, instead of normal attack, it will be drop paratroopers, and then this GS means ground support, and this is hunt, and they need to be ground support for helping. That's not a bad thing. And then there's hunt for planes, but there's no problem with that here at all. Let's attack, special attack. You can see what I can attack now, and go directly up here and take this. Let's hope we can get it. And here you can see that's 40. I should be able to attack these two. I will not try to attack this one. If I can go around and the first turn take only Poland's capital of Warsaw, then I will not be in a trouble situation. So let's move this. No, let's not do that. Let's just I'll not have that many units there. Move over here. Attack 1 and 2. In fall, let's start with spring. In spring you can attack one area only. summer 3 areas, fall 2 areas, and winter 2 areas. Spring is maybe because of the muddy terrain there. So I'm actually taking 10 tanks, planes, 40, and this is not a lot. I'm not taking the big ones. I'm trying to get this with only 2 units. It should be okay, not any problems there. And this one, I should create another army. Let's create the 6. Create another one. Let's create the 7th. That's good enough. Let's take this one, transfer, send to that, and 10 planes. Let's take this one and that one. I'm mostly interested in attacking Holland for this, and then that one afterwards, but then I need some more troops. Let's transfer to this one. Building had a little bigger army, so I need to be careful here what I'm doing. Let's do this. Maybe I should move it up here and do this attack there. No, that's not correct. This one should attack. That's correct. Okay, let's take 7th. And this one has, yeah, attack this one and then end there. This should attack this and that, because I will need this one. Okay, we got a lot of tanks here. Let's take this unit and look at this efficiency, 80%. Look at that. That's really good. And that's also 80%. Really good efficiency here. That's 75. Let's create a new army. Right there. 2nd Panther. Transfer to the 2nd Panther. There we go. All 10 and 10 more here. And 10 there. Let's see how much it has now. That efficiency has climbed to 80%. Attack one and then go over here and attack that one, that army there. That will not be bad. And this one, create an army. That's the 3rd Panzer. And maybe there's a lot of different tactics here, but I'm going for this one. I hope that will help. Also attack from different areas also helps a little bit. Let's just get those 20 and 10 here and 10 more. I will not take more panzers in action. Why is that? Because I really want to protect the panzers. They're quite expensive. Third panzers info, no, 75, so that wouldn't help. Attack, this one, and that one again. So right now I have different attacks on, and going for Sweden with small troops, going here, different troops. I still have this one. I could move this over here just as protection, and I could just move this over here. As you can see, it's only panzers. I need troops, but Germany is creating a lot of troops the first 2 turns. Let's just strategic. Have I forgotten anything? I will not go for air now because I'm not even base close to. But let's see anyway. We can hunt planes. And escorts. I'm not gonna bomb anything, but I'm just trying to see. There we go. Yeah, Navy. I did set all the subs out, yes. Did use it all. Let's just combat the first one. It's just simple and easy game here. Air combat phase, I had nothing. Naval combat phase, we are prepared to attack Sweden from area 15. That's this one. And our loss of 15%, they lost 30%. That means they lost all their garrison troops, and we lost 15%. That is around 1 or 2 of our troops there. And now it's paratroopers. And that's the capital. Whoa, we lost 30%. We lost 3 of our C. Okay, that was paratrooper. That's C, and they lost all. So we got that area too. And now we're trying to attack Poland. That's 5%. I do not like to lose 5% in that area, but let's see if we can take Denmark. We got them right on the edge there. It's only 5, Army 5, 2 weeks it took, and versus garrison. And now Holland. They didn't have that many troops, and we won. They lost the garrison, took 2 weeks again with 10 troops. Belgium, that's a different answer. 0%, that was really nice to have that. They only had garrison and 3 armies, but 0%, that's really good. Let's see if we can get. We got them right off. 20% we lost of our 2 armies. That's, yeah, I'm not sure that's high or not, but they lost them. They had to move, but when this happens, we got it all. And when that happened, we did not get the resource here, sorry to say, the raw materials, but when this happened, they will lose all the troops in the area, England. So I do not have to take them. Okay, I'm not sure I'll get that. We got them. 7 army, that's just the garrison, but we lost 30%. That's quite high. But this one, that's a troop in there. That's an English troop. And we got it. 2 of our troops, 30%, they lost 35%, but they only got 1. Here we see the casualties. They are not really showing the 100% of it. Not when you see the England. That's just England or Russia. That's just an estimate. It said only lose 1 paratroopers. These should be right for your country, Germany. And if you're playing with other people, their country should be right too. The resource. But 41, 6, 6, and 1. That's quite high. But that costs. But we will get 70 in troops, but we'll not get that much in tanks, and we'll get 2 paratroopers, so that's okay. Look at this. This is estimate. They lost 383 of these garrisons, but that's also because Poland surrendered, so all the garrisons there. 76 men, no tanks, no amphibious, and 10 planes, but that was the Polish army, and that's just an estimate. Remember that. They could be 90 or less. This is troops. That's active. I'm not activated 8, 9 and first SS, and that's paratroopers, and that's the C unit. But there's also German minor units, but they're not here now. Not yet. Allied, they have a convoy moving from 1 to 119, and if you have the manual, you can see what area that is. Convoy attacked by subs. We got 2 merchant ships, and we lost nothing. Another one, we had like sighted enemy fleet in North Sea. Convoy attacked by fleet. Losses 1 escorts. Enemy losses. And remember, this is from the English side. That's why it says enemy losses. That's actually the German losses. That's our losses. And we had nothing. No losses. This is their losses. Another one. And then there's a graphic thing here. Moving from 1. We lost 1 sub. And then the Lend-Lease updates subs and radars subsided in the following areas: North Sea, Atlantic and Mediterranean there. They lost 1 escort, 1 transport. We lost 2 subs in what? From France to Lebanon? So we lost both subs down south. Computer player Russia, not doing anything, of course. And here we got the new estimates. What? We lost 3 subs. And they lost 4, only 1, and you say there was 2 transport, I think, but here's only 1, and here's 4 of these. So compared to the cost, we actually lost less. And now the numbers are different. Even that they did not attack, you can see it's 108. What? And that's because we do not get the full report. Report to the Führer, you can see that. Here we got the land and Germany winter. And this, now it's winter time, but they did not attack. That's a little bit weird. Normally they want to attack, but they did not attack. Let's just take the army. You can see here what we have. We got 5 tanks. We lost 6. We did not lose any planes, what I remember. And we lost 1 paratroopers, and we lost 41 troops here. We can get a little bit extra of the garrison. I would like to put in garrison in Poland. That's not that bad to put in. And that's 4. Oh, we got some. Look at that. Even that we did not attack this area, and we did not attack them. Then we will get the garrisons because they surrender a little bit, but not that much. As you see, that's 4, 4, 5, 5, and here we got 5 because we attacked these 2. There will of course not be anyone. And then 79. And I'd like to put in that we got 40. And you can see here we lost 2 of each, and no fighters was lost. That's the 3rd and 2nd Panzers. Here we got I did not use that many troops here, but we get more troops than we lost, but we lost a little bit more here. 1 tank and 3 of these. Let's see here. This is just for Holland. The Belgians, you see, I lost 5 troops there. And get that a little bit higher here. Let's just get, so we got 30 troops. Here, of course, we lost a little bit extra, and that's where we lost 9 troops. I cannot give them any more. And here we also lost 9. Let's just get these 5 planes. I like these planes here. They are quite good to have like ground support. I will not use paratroopers in the front line. I need to have them like that. And you can only get 9 when you produce them. That's max each turn. But you will get more. Remember to remove all the troops from this area. Remember to do that. If you do not do that, if you just forget them, you will lose them. Not now, you can always go back, but when you complete this. Now these subs will always be put in the back line there, but these troops here, they will not be. You have to put them down like this, these units, and you have to make sure that you got all. The sub will always be, when you press on Navy, you will always get that in there. Air, that's the same. Let's just take anti-aircraft guns here. And why is that? Because I do not want the English to fly in and bombard all of this without even getting any damage to them. And now we actually do have a chance to attack the airfields, because now we got a little bit closer. But remember to look through all of these 0, 0, 0 and 0. And this is the production line. Let's start garrisons, men, mechanized infantry, and transports, tanks, paratroopers, and ground support planes. Navy, that's battleships or fleet, escorts, transports, and amphibious assaults. And air, now we come in. This is attack guns, anti-aircraft, bombers, fighters. This is rockets like the V2 rockets German has. You can actually research them, and atomic bomb, you can research them too. And that's replacement. And if I say confirm exit right here, I can say no and go back. And if I say yes and I had units, I will lose them. So that was the first one. I will not go through the next one here. I will just show you that the land units, you can see them up here. We got 9, then we lost 1, 20 ground support here. They can always get back. These cannot get back. We got a lot of planes here also, and I should get them moved over. But I have to have transport to get these planes back. And that's a little bit different on that. I could just choose attack and then attack here and Norway even. But let's just move it here. The one I really wanted up here in Sweden was this area. And I will just show you that I saw that operational. You will see not the garrison, not of course not the industry, but you will get the raw materials. And 32 is much better than what was up here, 10. And the raw materials is also a problem with Germany. I can tell you next time. That will be in spring, and then we'll get resources. That's why I want to have conquered France. And right now it looks easy, right? I tell you, it's gonna change. Sometimes I wait and not take France right away. Other times I do it. But winter time I will be able to move 2, so I'll be able to choose one and say attack, and then there and this one. One thing I want to show you, let's just move it so I'm not doing that right now, is that this is the capital. You can see the capitals there, the stars. Also in London here. This is London actually. You cannot. This is not London, even that should be it, but it's just to protect England. This is Poland's capital. You can see here Hungary, Budapest. You can see Romania here and Bulgaria. But one thing is that if you have to capture big areas or big lands, you have to have more than one. They cannot win if they take Berlin on you. You have to take all the areas. But one thing you have to do when you capture France, or if you want all the troops to be removed from France, then you have to attack. You need to attack the main area of France here, like Paris. You can see the star, and then one of these small star areas also, before getting this all the way. I really hope that they would attack, but now they did not. I need to be really strong here to attack with a lot of units here, and then this one here, as I cannot attack cross. I have to get one of these, and then it will be German. And then the French Vichy government will start, and let's hope all this will be removed. I'm not sure what will happen. They got these units too here. Lebanon. That is actually Lebanon. They moved troops down here right now from France. So we saw that because of the fleet. But I can also go in and transport these from these areas if I'm not getting this. And that's garrisoned. Else they will just take it without any problems. Like I got this area here in Belgium, the Brussels, the capital of Belgium, got it without losing anything. That's really, really good. I like that. But everything else is costing. So let's view and strategic and see. This is the whole map of the whole game. And you can see all the Russian areas. You can see all of this. And there's ports, territories, everything like that. And that's Malta. That's a really pain in the butt here. That's gonna be, and you can see Crete. But I can just say I will not attack Greece. But there is industry, there is raw materials. I can also say I will not attack Yugoslavia. And I attacked Sweden because there are 32 raw materials up there. So let's see here. Raw materials. That's 32 there. I could also go for Norway and get that. I will of course not be able to do that right now. Then I have to paratroop some more troops in, or maybe amphibious assaults. I will not do that, of course. Else I have to be here, and there have to be a chance to attack this and this and this and this. So that will be 10 I will lose, but I'll probably get the 32. That'd be 22 more resources than normal. I could go for Yugoslavia right away and get more resources also. That could be an option. As you can see here, I would like to take these areas. But there can be partisan troops here. So you know that. And there's no raw materials in Spain, so that's not gonna be easy. And nothing in England. But they will get from these. And they will also get from the areas far away from them. So that should do the trick. Maybe I should attack Yugoslavia next time also to get those. I have to see raw materials here. Yeah, but operational. How many is that? That's only 10. That's 7 there, and that's 0 there. That's 17 extra. 1, 2, 1, 2. I could do it. Let's see, raw materials, 25 here down in Egypt. That is a lot. Nothing there. Lebanon, no. So it's only Egypt that has these 25. That's probably because of the Suez channel. Yeah, Alexandria, Egypt, and Cairo, Egypt. Yeah, maybe that is one getting them. I'm just going through this. 12 of there, 8 there. So that's 20. That's not bad. But this is 20. That's 17. I think I should go for them. Resource is really important. Of course, industry is also important, but that's 0, 0. That's 5. Okay, that's just it for this time. I would just say thank you for watching, and let's see what we can do next time. I'm not sure how many turns I will take each time. I think because of all this explanation stuff, maybe just 1 turn, and then next time maybe 2 or 1. It depends on how big the game will develop, how long it will take. But thank you for watching this, and it will not be, I'm not sure how many recordings it will be, but I will just show this game, and it's a pearl. I think it's a pearl. Maybe someone does not think it, but I've played it for many years. I'm still going back to it if you want something simple but still strategic. Okay, again, thank you for watching, and see you next time.